Hello and welcome to this tutorial. So today we're going to talk about the importance of having control over where you place your lashes or how you place your lashes onto your natural lash so that you perform or you produce a nice level of lashes, okay? And what I mean by that is almost like a sideways sweep. So have you ever looked at those photographs where you look at a client side on and they've got a beautiful sweep, there's no lashes out of place, every single lash seems to blend into each other and be at exactly the same level. And how you do this is by having complete control over how you place your extensions. So this is something that just comes over time. It's almost something that you learn to feel rather than something you're taught. And it was something that I was never taught, but over time lashing, like I said, you just start to get a feel for how you need to place your lashes to get that sweep. And what I mean by that is I've already placed 3 lashes onto this sponge, okay? And I've done this on a sponge so that you can see rather than on a mannequin head or a real person. Can you see how these lashes sort of seem to be out of place? There's this one and this one here that seem to be the same, and then this one sitting lower. And this is the same principle for on a client, because every client will have lashes that either sit on the top layer, middle layer or bottom layer. So if you've got lashes, let's say, that are on the bottom layer and are sort of pointing downwards, you're going to need to angle your lash slightly upwards so that you get that nice lift. And if you've got lashes that are sitting quite up, you're going to need to come underneath them and attach so your lash is pointing downwards. So I'm actually going to do two sort of exercises on here to show you sort of the importance of controlling your lash levels or lash position. So you can see here, I'm actually going to make this lash flat. So I'm actually attaching more of the base and getting it flatter. Can you see I've laid it flatter down here? But if I place the next one on, I can angle it upwards. So just by turning the angle, with that one I came in like that, but by turning my angle like this and position the lash upwards, that will get a great bond on the natural lash. And it will stay like that. It's not like it's going to suddenly fall out of place. So you can see by just the little tweaks that I'm doing here, I'm going to place it low, it's going to affect whether my lashes sit lower or whether they sit higher. So if you are not consistent about this in amongst your lash line, you are going to get a set of lashes that look like this, okay? Where you can see that we've got lashes kind of going all over the place. There's no nice sweep. So what I will do very quickly is just remove these ones that are pointing up in the air, okay? And I'm going to quickly add ones that are all of the same level, and you will start to see how I create a beautiful look so that when the client looks sideways, you'll get a nice sweep. And this is important because how often have you done a set and then the client has sat up and you've looked at them and you've had lashes that are all pointing off in different directions, or one sitting really high on the lash line, one sitting really low. And this is because, well, all lashes sit in layers, as we know, but it's probably because you fail to control the direction, like the layer of how you're going. So as you can see just very quickly, as I move that round, you've got actually a really nice sweep. It's all sort of nice and even, they all sweep up at the same angle. So let me do the outer corner one now, where this one's still pointing upwards. So we're going to do exactly the same on this one. So you can see how I'm holding these up. Do the same again with this one. So it really is as simple as just changing the angle of my tweezers when I place my lash on. You can see I'm actually holding these lashes up. And they, like I said, they will stay like that. So I'm just going to move that around. I don't know if you can see it from there. You might better see it from there. We've got like a different, well, that's a perfect example there. You can see that these sit really high and those sit low. And that is just by changing my angle that I'm lashing. So you can now see actually how important it is as a technician to learn how to do this. How you position or how you place your extension onto the natural lash. Sometimes what also happens is because we're looking at the lashes, or you would be looking at the lashes from that angle when you're working on the client, you then start to only have like a one-dimensional view of the lashes. So they all look, you can see from there, they all look actually in the same place, all even. But if we then turn sideways, you can see that actually they are not creating a nice sweep at all. We've got lashes all over the place. And this is where you can use yourself a dental mirror. Leave that there. So this is where your dental mirror is going to come into an amazing effect. So get yourself a little dental mirror. And by shining your dental mirror underneath your lashes like so, what you'll actually start to see is any lashes that are, oh look, oh there we go, oh, we can see through our mirror. Just going to turn that a little bit more like that so hopefully you can see it. I don't know if you can. What you get to see, and you can see it there, is that little bunch is sitting much higher than this little bunch here. So this is why I absolutely love a dental mirror, because it allows you to be able to check the underside of the lashes and to be able to see, you know, if you're lacking uniformity, whether you've got lashes that are in higher layers, and you know that you either need to peel them off or you need to be a little bit clever about how you're applying them to the natural lashes. Unfortunately, every single client has got several layers of lashes. It just depends whether they're really extreme layers or not. So it's paramount that you actually learn to do this, and this will just come with time and practice. You know, we're not born fantastic therapists overnight. It takes hours and hours, and I can absolutely vouch for that. You know, I think I've lashed over 7,000 ladies now over the last 3 coming up 4 years, and you know, nobody taught me this because this wasn't available. You know, these forums that there are now, these YouTube videos on things like this, they weren't available back then, and people don't want to share their information. You know, they want to keep it very close to their chest and keep their little secrets, and they don't want to share it. But if we don't share, how do we start producing amazing work, and how do we try and improve the standards of the lash industry? If we don't share and we don't teach each other to do these techniques, to produce these amazing masterpieces, because not everybody can afford to go on courses week after week to learn all of this. I know I can't, and not everybody has the ability to be able to learn this on their own. Sometimes they just need to be told. So just bear that in mind. Like I said, it's a very, very simple technique that you need to be looking out for and need to be making sure that you are controlling how you place your lashes, and that is what will help you produce amazing blends or amazing sweeps on your clients.